Thursday, March 28, 2019. Egyptian mediators rush to Gaza Strip as ceasefire holds. Egyptian mediators rushed to the Gaza Strip on Wednesday, and Hamas's supreme leader emerged from his hideout as an unofficial ceasefire between Israel and the Islamic militant group appeared to take hold. The Egyptian delegation sought to cement the truce that ended 2 days of heavy fighting between the bitter enemies. In a sign that both sides had stepped back from a major conflagration, Hamas's supreme leader, Ismail Haniyeh, made his first public appearance since violence with Israel erupted earlier this week. A series of unforced errors by Mr. Gantz and his campaign have now allowed Mr. Netanyahu not only to move on, but to raise doubts about Mr. Gantz's readiness for the scrutiny that comes with being Prime Minister. British Prime Minister Theresa May said she vows to resign before the next phase of Brexit if the deal is passed. European lawmakers voted overwhelmingly Wednesday for an EU-wide ban on single-use plastic products, such as the straws, cutlery, and cotton buds that are clogging the world's oceans. Trump vows to release FISA documents now that the Mueller probe is concluded. President Trump, in an exclusive wide-ranging interview Wednesday night with Fox News' Hannity, vowed to release the full and unredacted Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act warrants and related documents used by the FBI to probe his campaign. Trump told anchor Sean Hannity that his lawyers previously had advised him not to take that dramatic step, out of fear that it could be considered obstruction of justice.
I had nothing to do with Russia, but I wasn't exactly, when I looked at the team that was assembled, I wasn't exactly sure what they would, maybe they'd take a sentence from here and a sentence from there. I had no idea. I know one thing, I was the most innocent human being, and they all said it.
A federal judge blocked Medicaid work requirements in 2 states on Wednesday, dealing a blow to one of the Trump administration's marquee efforts to push the poor toward self-sufficiency. U.S. Customs and Border Protection will pull around 750 officers off ports of entry and redeploy them to process record numbers of migrant families entering the United States at the Mexico border. Almost half of Americans approaching retirement have nothing saved in a 401k or other individual account. Facebook extends ban on hate speech to, quote, white nationalists. Facebook is extending its ban on hate speech to prohibit the promotion and support of white nationalism and white separatism. The company previously allowed such material even though it has long banned white supremacists. The social network said Wednesday that it didn't apply the ban previously to expressions of white nationalism because it linked such expressions with broader concepts of nationalism and separatism. But civil rights groups and academics call this view, quote, misguided, and have long pressured the company to change its stance. City Council Speaker Corey Johnson and Mayor Bill de Blasio denounced Councilman Coleman Yeager, who took to Twitter Wednesday to declare, quote, Palestine does not exist. There, I said it again. The widow of the Brooklyn landlord whose burned body was found in a Great Neck dumpster in 2014 sobbed Wednesday as one of the men charged in his murder was sentenced to a mere 2 to 7 years behind bars. Council Speaker Corey Johnson has introduced legislation that would ban the sale of fur apparel in New York City.